Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Engage. This is Chapter 23, The Four Hounds, but really it's only 2 hounds. So, we are kicking the shit out of everything, honestly. I think we've been hit twice this entire match, and it wasn't that big of a deal either time. Silver bow.
I'm sorry.
We're too good. Oh, right.
Just a scratch.
Naka is one of the persons that just got hit. And now it doesn't matter. Okay. These boys are about to be all up in our business. 144 actually is a chunky amount of ability to hit us. But I actually believe next to next to Anna, we have 144. So I think that means we can't be hit, but I'm not positive. Gonna hang out here. Not a problem. 0% chance to hit us. Ugh, we are not getting the crits with Lapis tonight. Unfortunate. We need not the crits with Sigurd. Man, it's so nothing fucking strong. Disgusting. Ooh, okay. $101. Ash cats? Yeah, we're fine with that. Either way, we're fine with that.
Whatever you need.
Also fine with this. Also fine with this. Move here. We're going to attack this guy with Silver Bow. He's going to get obliterated.
Come again.
We're going to move here. We're going to attack this guy with Bryanak, whichever one.
Here.
That was actually
Think
close
whatever you
to
like.
not getting a hit, fortunately. And we're just gonna duel this guy. Valid Volg. Okay, you definitely died to Khaled Vogel, so we'll take that. We also take a chance at getting hit. We did. That's fun. Two-point level up on Lapis, HP and magic. Oof. We're getting quite a few 2-pointers tonight compared to last time. Last time we got a whole bunch of like 5s and 6s, I think. Oh, I think I remember that. Alacrity. This fucker. I mean, I guess pull him back. Right? Like, fucking asshole. Using his longest range shit. Trundle your ass up in here. 30% chance to hit us. Hit us.
Ready yourself.
That's a
This
very
time,
cool.
victory was mine.
Does not get old. Honestly. Okay. Okay. Oof. Oh, all right. Hold up. I don't know about that. One, two, 5. We're gonna move here. Gonna bait. Yeah. Move here. We're gonna bait. Move. Here. Because I think this is going to break first and then she's going to move. So I think she could theoretically hit up to here. We'll see though. And then over here.
They're strong.
Forward. I do not like that Zephyr and Gris get pulled over on the side, so we'll pull Zephyr on that side first. Easy enough for Zelkov to pick up.
I will not dig this grave.
And thanks. Easy enough to heal.
Thanks for that.
Fine. Kinda don't know. Well, Vale actually might get killed by that.
Don't waste it on me.
Too late. Okay. Hopefully we baited in Zephyr. Was not paying attention.
My dear, sweet,
I
divine
just
dragon.
left everyone in
We've been through a
I
lot
was so
together,
focused on the
haven't we?
baiting of Zephyr, I was not paying attention to
Zephyr.
where the meteors
You
were
must
dropping.
have known who I was 1,000 years ago.
Yes, I believe we met, but the details are hazy. Lord Sombron had so many children, you see. A bug would have had more luck getting my attention.
Oh? Am I that forgettable?
Oh, not at all. You're the divine dragon now. But in due time, you'll be me. One tends to lose count of the lives that pass by. You'll understand one day.
I will never be like you.
Well,
Yeah,
it
I mean,
barely matters
honestly,
anyway. You
Even
aren't
over the course of
leaving
1,000
this place.
years, I
You're
don't think
going to die
I
right
mean-
now.
Incorrect, Zephyr. Incorrect. We have kind of gotten ourselves smacked around though, so you have to watch out. Oh, interesting. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted at all. That's not what we wanted at all. Fuck. Alright,
I'll do it.
let's kill this guy off.
My turn. I will protect everyone. Don't waste my time.
Lynn matters here. Physic might matter. Doubtful that that matters. I mean, we don't want her dead. Matter. Yeah, Micaiah potentially matters. Obviously. Lynn potentially matters. Mavier cannot physic that far. Does not matter. Zelkov. Does not matter this turn. Okay. We are playing with a very small deck. We can drop Zephyr. We cannot drop Zephyr with... I mean, we can fish for a crit. That's a big deal. We can... we have Byleth here. We put someone here, attack Zephyr. The thing. We put someone here, attack Zephyr. That's a thing. Someone here that doesn't do anything, but it could be a better positioning. Actually, we could use Clan and Alcris to both attack from 3, so that does do something. Can we just put...
Give me an order.
Not specific. Shit. Just here. Really do anything.
I can keep going.
How much? Not much. Okay. But some. 19 leaves out of 36. We come here. It's at a 23. 23 plus 19 is gonna be. It's gonna be 30 plus. That'll be 42, right? This is pretty much able to just finish the drop here. Yeah. That's a lot for a single fucking health bar. Louis does almost a whole health bar on his own. Fish.
Will it be me?
Thoron v. Thoron. That hurt. Okay. Fish.
I can't believe I did that.
Very nice. Okay, so that drops one. Good. %36% to crit is not very high there. If we come in and we just engage with Marth
Emblem.
and we lodestone rush, about the best we get is, or leaving her at 10. Okay, and we do 9 damage with Yunaka. Unfucking fortunate. How much do we do with Len? Okay, so we can just drop a full bar with Lynn. We probably will do that. And then we can kill with Lodestone Rush. Let's do that.
As if I'd lose.
Mouthing!
I need to get stronger until no one can beat me.
Well, like, you're pretty much already there. Engage. Rush doesn't seal. Didn't we already do, like, a shit ton of damage just with Liberation? No, not a shit ton. It's basically Lodestar Rush or bust. Unfortunately, Yunaka's position is just kind of shit here. Like, she's just not going to be able to get involved. Period. Which is going to leave us very little left to do. I mean...
Quick!
Does 10. Wait, she does... Oh, she outspeeds her with... Okay, so we can do Lodestar Rush that way. Okay, let's do that. Five.
Fate has brought us.
Really having to like... Yeah. Fine. Okay.
You're quite strong,
All right, Zevia down.
Lord Sombron. No.
Okay. We are going to engage.
Emblem?
Goddess Dance.
No hesitation.
Okay. Got a couple plays here. Play one. Oh, we can't engage. Right. Because we chose to engage with Marth, we can't engage plus. Okay, so never mind. That is kind of unfortunate. Doesn't quite take him down is surprising and bad. The plays that we have are try to burn down Gris. You like kill him this go. Or try to like burn down everyone else around him. Because Gris isn't going to outspeed anyone. And he's going to do 42 damage, which is not that big of a deal. So if we technically... This guy's not going to really do much, I don't think. If I could. If Gris and that guy double up on someone like Louis, that would be a problem. Sure. Decently high chance. If we get it, we can kill elsewise. I don't know if it's gonna end when just Gris is dead, though. I assume it's going to, but I don't know that that's the case. Well, fish. Crit fish.
Live as a hound, die as a hound.
Crit fish. Come on. Come on. Really? Unfortunate. 5-point level up on Alchrist, HP, Magic, Dex, Speed, and Defense.
Don't look at me right now.
I was hoping there's Micaiah elsewhere if needed, but
Oh, thank goodness.
it works, I suppose. Or Celica elsewhere is what I meant. He's gonna hit us. It's gonna hurt. We're gonna kill him in response. Well, not kill him, but take out a health bar.
Was that sufficient?
Oh, I forgot that actually happened. Forgot that was a thing. Yeah, we just kill. He has a 0% chance to hit us. We're going to try to optimize experience.
Engage!
And we're gonna Great Sacrifice.
I have no choice!
So full heal everyone. So hopefully we're okay, even if the fight continues after killing Gris.
That's a neat trick, getting killed but not dying. Just what I'd expect from the Fell Dragon's kid.
Chris. All else aside, I'm grateful you told me the truth. While I can't forgive what you've done, I do want to ask you one thing. Why are you doing all of this? Is Zephyr making you?
No, Gris is actually just fucked up.
What kind of question is that? I'm here because I wanna be, okay?
I see.
How sweet. Worried about little old Gris. That's an insult to me and Zephyr. I won't forgive that ever. Ever! Ever! I'm gonna hurt you.
Okay.
Every which way.
They make it.
And
They
kill you once and for all.
They make it. Right, like the Mavier and Marnie switch, which I didn't really enjoy. They give you leeway with, but with Gris, they're very like, no, you can not be sad about Gris. Gris is bad.
Sleep now.
Exquisite.
Yeah, that crit's really cool.
Oh yeah. Mortal wounds. The really good ones.
Fucking Gris.
Can't say no to any of that.
Fucking okay. Say so. Nova. Shattered.
We did it. We broke the Fell Dragon Shard.
Okay. Did not have to beat all the enemies. Gotcha. I went for a gamble and it worked. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know that he's mad. I think he just dead. I think he just dead.
I suppose you've won. I'm sorry,
Just
Lord Sombra.
Kick her in the lava.
The battle is over. We should go.
No,
Goodbye,
you should
Zephyr.
kill them.
Goodbye, Chris.
You should kill both
I'm
of
glad I
them.
could
They are
say
bad
that
people. They
properly
are
this
going to
time.
continue to do
Oh,
bad
Gris
things.
can't hear anything now. But don't worry. I'll tell him on the other side.
Thank you.
One last thing. Before I go. You won't be able to break the next Fell Dragon shard.
What do you mean?
Well, it used to be in the mountains. Gradlon rose so mightily. But those mountains crumbled. That spot is now under a lake. Reaching the shard would be difficult, and then destroying it? Surely impossible.
It's at the bottom of a lake?
I did sense that one of them was weaker and farther away than the others, but I never imagined this.
What do we do now?
Simple. You raise the mountains, or drain the lake. Please, take this. An enchanted crystal that will bring that location in reach.
Why would Zephyr help ever peer? Hopefully it's a trick. Hopefully it's a trick. I want it to be a trick because I would much rather Zephyr be trying to trick the group than Zephyr all of a sudden turning and being like, oh, they convinced me.
How did you get this?
I am a mage dragon. My kind are capable of making magical objects. Small charms and such, you understand. But magic of this magnitude? That drains our years.
Why do you have it?
To craft an object that would alter the very terrain around you. I've paid a steep price.
Zephyr, you don't mean...
Yes. It's making this crystal that has led to my end. The magic, in exchange for my life.
Did you just make this crystal?
You were quite fortunate, you know.
Or were you gonna...
Of all the mage dragons that ever were, only I am powerful enough to create this.
It sounds
I
like
learned at the youngest age that I had vast
MacGuffin
powers
mumbo
that were
jumbo.
difficult to control. I would control them in time, but not before my mother, father, and many others died. Oh, memories. Back to the here and now.
I don't care.
My very powerful
You're not
gift.
Why are
humanizing
you
Zephyr
helping us
for
now?
me.
I'm not sure of that myself. Perhaps here at the close, I'm feeling that it's just the right thing to do.
Please
the
tell me.
crystal's enchantment will last for only a few hours. So hurry along.
I really...
The shard awaits.
I want to
Do
get
be
there, and I
careful,
want to use it
Lady
on
Vale.
the shard, and it just
I'll pray
resurrects
for
her.
your good
And she's like,
fortune in the
ha, you
battles
stupid
ahead.
fucks.
You
I
could
I
have
want...
done
I
this
would
at
rather
any
it be that.
time. Anytime at all. But now you're dying. We could have made things right. If only you told us any of this before we fought, maybe we could have forgiven.
Why now, indeed? Because it is the end.
Huh?
I can be kind just this once. Because it's too late for me to make things right. Had I done any of this earlier, would you have really forgiven me? We, allies. Nonsense. I had no intention of dying today. But then, all this happened. So, I made you a crystal.
I
doubt any
roll.
of you could swim to that shard. It's a long, long way down.
This game, okay, so I fully accept and understand that the premise of this game with the whole emblems and, you know, etc., is obviously from its very design fan servicey and therefore kind of like I don't want to say makes the game lesser than what it could be, but it kind of like at least sets it on that path. But the game's story, the basis of the story, is fine. Like, there are perfectly valid, understandable, like, logical kind of like conclusions happening in this game, and really, like, you can follow the plot from point A to point B, and it is serviceable and works just fine. But shit like this is just trash writing. It's just bad design. It's an effort to humanize. The people think oh, a really good bad guy is one you can kind of like feel for. Only if it's plausible.
Zephyr, I don't understand
You know why you don't understand her, Vale? Because she's written like trash. She has no consistency, no motivation other than, I'm dedicated to Lord Sombron. I'll die for Lord Sombron. Oh, I'm gonna die. Here, I made you a thing that'll fuck over Lord Sombron. What? What?
Some advice, dear? Leave those you cannot understand behind. Forget them entirely. It's just unsettling to let someone like that linger in your thoughts as you grow older.
Once we defeat Papa and peace arrives, I won't forget you, Zephyr. No matter how many hundreds or thousands of years may pass.
Oh, child. No more of that, please. Hurry off to that shard. Unless you prefer to stay and watch me die. Would that make you feel safe?
Walk up to her and put a sword through her.
Let's go, Vale.
Immediately.
Yes. Go. We can at least end things with a clean slate.
No!
Goodbye, Lady Vale. And to you, our new emblem.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Zephyr. Thank you for everything.
You are too kind, child.
Ooh. Big meh. Real big meh.
Yes.
The four hounds are no more. I didn't hate this map. This map was kind of alright. Honestly. It was, the mechanic was fun. Enjoyable. I could see on, like, harder difficulties it really being kind of, like, a pain in the ass. And that pull, honestly, like, really kind of got me. I mean, we barely managed to kill Gris and Zephyr both in that single turn. And if we hadn't, it was very possible that someone was gonna die. So, you know, that was pretty fun. But the story bit here is just trash. I hate games that are unwilling to let villains be villains. Like, it's fine. You can have a good villain redemption arc. It's perfectly okay, right? Like, the basis of Mavier's concept, I don't think it was done well, but the basis could have led to it being done well, right? But like Zephyr, like you don't have to redeem every bad guy, right? Like, we get it. People are people. People have reasons for doing things, right? But like at the end of the day, did that like little one, did that scenario at the end help or hurt Zephyr's character? Did it make us like her? No. Did it make her a better villain? No. Did it actually humanize her? No. Did it just feel weird and contrived? Yes. Right? And instead, she could have gone out in fucking style, right? Like, she could have, you know, if they'd written in that we knew about the, you know, like, the thing, maybe if they'd written in that we knew that there was a shard that was going to be difficult to get to, and we were told that she has the item, right, to do it. If she, like, destroyed it and she was like, fuck you, right? Like, I die for my Lord Sombron, and she jumps on the grenade, like, intentionally. She's like, to spite you, right? Like, that would be great. and then we go find some way to circumvent it, etc., etc. But no, they make it super wishy-washy, and they're like, oh, maybe she's not dead. I hate it. It's poorly written. It's just...
Hell of a time to switch sides.
My word. I thought they had killed you.
What? You think I'm gonna kick off in the middle of this once-in-a-lifetime pain? This is the good stuff. I gotta save every
I
last
hope it's a
drop.
trick. I still hope it's a
Would have
trick.
been real ticked off if they put me out of my misery, not gonna lie.
That's really the reason you were playing dead? Even at the end, you're
Hurts
an
my
odd
feelings.
How come? You told him about the shard.
Man. Like I said, I'm just trying to wipe the slate clean.
Cut that out. I want to know the truth, okay?
Same.
To get back at Lord Sombron, I guess. Why should I die in the dust while he gets everything he wanted just like that? Does that seem fair? Now that they know about the shard, they're sure to break it. And he'll know I've met my end, that he's lost me forever.
You gotta really love somebody if you want to hurt him that badly.
I wasn't in love with Lord Sombron. I just wanted him to give me a child of my own. That was the dream I clung to through all of the long years. A family, the love of a daughter or a son.
Yep. Does not.
When I called the hounds my family, I meant every word of it.
Except you treated them like
What we had was something very rare indeed.
dogs.
You, me, Marnie, Mavier, working together to protect Lord Sombron and Lady Vale.
But it's too late for all that now. If you were gonna turn on Sombron, why'd you wait? If you'd done it sooner, maybe we'd still be together. And maybe I wouldn't find myself bleeding out at the moment.
I have to wonder if you'd have been happier on the other side.
You really think I would just abandon you? Not a chance in hell. The Four Hounds. A family. I always did like the sound of that. I can't even remember what my parents' faces looked like. You're the closest thing I had to a mother. Ever since the first day you met me, poor little twisted disciple that I was, hoping that my suffering would be good enough in the eyes of Lord Sombron. You were like a mom to me, and a big sister. Honestly, even a god. The most important person in the world to me.
Gris, I don't like this joke.
It's no joke. I'd follow you anywhere, dummy.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? The one thing I always wanted, staring me in the face all the while. If only I had realized.
If only you had.
It's too late to think of that.
They sure do be dying a long time. Yes.
We are a family. I thank you, Chris.
Zephyr. You drifted off already. Guess I will, too. No reason to stick around without her. Nothing hurts me anymore.
I want to make an addendum to my statement. This is good in its isolation. It's trash in conjunction with everything else that we have experienced, right? So when I was saying it's not necessary to humanize every single villain, right? That's still true. But if they wanted to humanize Gris and Zephyr and Marnie and Mavier, right? If they wanted the Four Hounds to impact the player emotionally, they could have done that. They absolutely could have done that. And if they had done that, this would have been a good capstone to that situation, right? Like that cutscene that we went through right there would have been a good capstone. How do you do that? By showing these moments between Mavier and Marnie and Zephyr and fucking Gris. By showing... We had no idea what Zephyr's motivation was until her dying breath. If we had early on in the game learned Zephyr's motivation, right? That she wanted a family, that she wanted a child, right? Specifically, right? And like in her eyes, Sombron's the only one that can give that to her because he's a dragon, she's a dragon. I don't know. They're the last two dragons that she's aware of. Fuck if I know, right? Like, there's ways to write that in and lead us down the path of this humanizing of the characters. Show it when they do bad things, that they're remorseful for doing the bad things, but that they feel like they have to, right? Because of their other goals, right? Gris will follow Zephyr blindly, even though he's not necessarily happy doing the thing. He cares about her no matter what, right? And show us those moments. Show us the moments where he has his internalized doubts and he does the bad thing because Zephyr has told him to do the bad thing, and even though he doesn't want to, he'll do what she says. Show us the moment where Zephyr doesn't want to carry out Sombron's orders, but she does so anyways because she feels like her only path to her goal, to her future family and happiness, is through him, right? And the same thing with Marnie and Marvier, right? Like, show us those moments. Instead, what we got was those characters throughout the entirety of the game being vicious, ruthless murderers, unrepentant killers, screwing with us, torturing, like calling Vale a defect and basically like brainwashing her, right? Like, if you want to humanize a villain, then humanize them. Don't create a villain that is just a villain. No gray, no black, white, gray scenario, right? Just straight up, they're just bad, and we see them do bad stuff, and there's nothing redeeming about it until the very end where you're like, oh, well, they're not really that bad, right? That's shit writing. That is trash writing. Don't do that. And also, yes, if characters are gonna die, right? Like, if people are bleeding out, they tend to not bleed out over the course of 10 minutes, right? Like, if it's gonna take that long to die, then you might have been savable. Especially, I don't know, in the realm of magical healing. I don't know. Y'all know me. Y'all know I get really annoyed at writing like this. Specifically because it could have been good, right? Like, that scene had points in it that were emotionally impactful. If we had played a 60-hour game up to this point where we'd seen these moments between Zephyr, between Gris, between Marnie, between Mavier, right? Where their evilness was cast in doubt, right? Where it was obviously that they didn't want to do the things that they were doing, but through the chains of experience and their life and where they were and what they needed or thought they wanted, right? They felt that they had no other choice. And you show that throughout this game. And very specifically, I think, for that moment, right? Like, you don't show that understanding between Gris and between Zephyr, right? Like, you don't show that Zephyr and Gris, that Gris will do anything for Zephyr, or that Zephyr, doesn't tell Gris her motivation. Because at the end, when they finally say it to each other, right? Like, that makes that moment all the more bittersweet, right? Like, they die looking back and realizing that it didn't have to be this way, right? That they were manipulated, that they were lied to, or that they just didn't know the whole truth. And that gives you an emotional, impactful, raw kind of experience that you appreciate later on, because that is the humanizing of a villain, right? That is where you go, oh, I actually do feel for these people. That makes me sad. Not what we just experienced, right? Not what happened with Marnie or with Mavier. None of that, because that was all out of the blue. It was just dropped on us in those particular moments, and it was just like, oh, we're at this point in the story. We've got to humanize these characters. Let's have them talk for 4 minutes about why they are doing the things that they're doing, and that's it. That is a shitty way to write. It's just a bad way to write. Sorry. Period. This game could have had a really good writing, or a really good story, a really good writing team, right? Lay out this whole situation. You don't think I'm sorry? I'm not. It annoys me because, right, if this game had a good writing team, and laid out that story, the gameplay, even though I don't like all of the modern trappings and everything like that attached to it, right? Like the let's go do squats and push-ups, or let's, swim at the pool, or let's, XYZ, right? Like, even though I don't like all of those things, the gameplay is already good, it's already enjoyable, it's already flashy and tight and fun, right? If it had a good story on top of it, right? If it had an emotional story that actually drew you into the characters and you were like, ah, damn, I actually feel for these villains. Let's go put a foot up Sombron's ass. Fuck that guy. I'm real mad because of not because of what he did to the main character, right? But what he did to these villains, right? Like, I hate him for that. That would be amazing. That would be an 8 or a 9 on a scale of a 1 to 10, right? Whereas right now this game is sitting at like a 6.5, 6, something like that, and it's sitting on that purely off of the back of the gameplay, right? Anyways, that makes me salty. That makes me salty knowing that, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn over here, right? Like, there are a shit ton of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe more, millions of people better at writing stories than I am out there, right? Like, these people exist. It's not like these people don't exist in the gaming industry, right? Like, there are people out there who write fantastic stories, who can string together this kind of plot and be like, yo, we got this. Why not hear them, right? Like, why not hear them? What the fuck? Why not here? I don't understand. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyways, that being said, I still am enjoying the game. It's still fun to play. It's just got a trash fucking storyline, with bad writing. Anyways, that is going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and thanks, I apologize for the 20-minute tirade there. I'll see you next time for more Fire Emblem Engage.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.